J-Bob the Video Game Slob coming back at you. Hello world. Just wanting to show you the nice case I got there, but I've been so busy that I haven't had time to fill it up, and there's a whole bunch of stuff, and there's a whole bunch of stuff, and so on in that fashion. So, hey, you can still see the pile of stuff from 2 videos ago. Sitting over there, I did clear most of that out. A lot of it sold. So actually, I just had 2 orders. I don't even know if I put the one on videotape because it was a racist book. I can't quite remember back that far. But anyway, so the old racist book, Little Black Sambo, sold. Do not condone what was in the book, but that sold. And the Ultimate Warrior hat sold today too. So I got those going out. And I got a whole bunch of other stuff here today. Anyway, this is about today's pickup. Very cool event that I was able to go to today. Had some surprises. I really didn't expect to get more GameCube stuff. The last video was a GameCube pickup. And so, hey, you can never have too much Mario Kart Double Dash. Inside that case was Mario Sunshine. So I was like, well, that's even better. And then I looked at Sonic Heroes, and you know, that's great, but inside Sonic Heroes was Sonic, let's see if we can get that, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, so it's like, alright, now we're really cooking. And then just a regular WrestleMania 8, but since then the GameCube, it has some pretty decent value. I think it's like a $8 game, $10 game, something like that. So yeah, just a very cool follow-up GameCube lot. I should clear at least $50, maybe as much as $100 off the top of my head. So, hey, yeah, you really can't go wrong with that. So, very happy to pick that up. Unfortunately, every single one of these, even with the Player's Choice variants, even knowing there's, I think I have 3 copies of Double Dash already, just no new variants in there. So, which is good for a business side of things. This I couldn't pass up. I think I showed you in a recent video that I got a sealed Microsoft Office, and so having a complete, and this is heavy, Claris Works, just too cool from a vintage software side, so had to grab that. So that was in the lot. What else we got? Oh man, I picked up a whole bunch of these things. I think they're called point locks, did it call them? Or spot anchors. I don't know. They were free, but I didn't know what they were, so I don't know. I got a whole bunch of them. Not a whole bunch, but there's 1, 2. I think I see a third one down here. So I got 3 of those. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put them a lot on eBay and check them out. It was just kind of a wild card, but something for free I picked up, and I think there's metal in there. So if not, they're probably good for scrap. Here's another cheapie here. Pink floating. I think you blow this up and then you put like a beverage in there and then it like floats in a pool. So I don't know, maybe this has, you know, it's pink, so summer's coming up. So I just thought, well, I'll grab that. Maybe that'll be something I can flip for some money. Here is a weird one. So this is why I just keep an eye out for things that aren't video games, because all this stuff, if I can get a couple dollars out of, helps to go get some more video games that I don't have. QOS Corp, and it's got these. This is metal. This is heavy as all get out. So again, scrap if nothing else. But I think these were like, I'm guessing out of like an optometrist, or maybe these were on the top of a what am I trying to say, microscope? I don't know, man. J-Bob is stumped by this one. So if you know what these are, but it just was metal and looked vintage and cool, and it's heavy and industrial. So it kind of got my attention, and so that was something I just had to grab. Speaking of things, I've got like a remote lot going on, and so whenever I see remotes, I just kind of pick them up because I'm trying to get enough in a lot to be able to sell them and do something with them. Here are 2 of these like little stands for, you know, putting a little game in or putting a book on or something like that, you know, some presentation. So just kind of fun stuff. It's a really weird lot day. You know, you just don't know what you're going to come across. And so I had really good luck selling the stapler previously, and you guys are like, J-Bob, you're way off the friggin' rails. I come here for video game content. But it's also kind of a flipper channel to me, because that's how I pay for all the video games. And so this is the beefiest, heaviest stapler I have ever seen. This thing is cool. I haven't looked it up yet. Maybe I'll put a little price in the doobly-doo and tell you what it could sell for, because the last one sat for a month or two. But hey, if they sell, they sell, but the shipping would be crazy. But if I can make money, it don't matter. And another milk crate, so that's great. You know, I'm always on the milk crate train trying to find some, oh man, look at the mess that left. Ethically sourced milk crates, so I don't feel bad about having them. So that was during the day. But then after work, let's get the receipt out of there. So this was a Goodwill visit. Always check the kids' books at Goodwill, especially if you are looking for video game stuff. I found like the old Mario movie books and things like this. Zelda has a golden book. There's a lot of these like golden books and like kid book stuff that's out there. And if you collect anything video games, you know, maybe you're gonna find, I don't know, newer stuff, like Angry Birds or that kind of thing, or Pac-Man has like the new Ghostly Adventure stuff. Maybe there's books out there for that. So check kids' books from time to time. Oh, Sonic. I have one of these that's Sonic, that's quite pricey. But yeah, I don't know. So this is the kind of stuff that's cool. I have not looked this up to see if I have this in the collection. I have other Pac-Man or Mrs. Pac-Man kid books in the collection, so hopefully I have it. They only charged me 50 cents for this one. This one I paid up. I paid $1 for the Orange Box official guide. Again, I didn't check to see if I had it, but this goes to a 360 game, and so since you have the 360 set, I always like to pick up the guidebooks, even if they're $1. It looks like it sells for maybe $2 to $5, so $1 really is, I guess, a value price, but you know, not that crazy of a value price or anything like that. So, but it's heavy, and it was originally $25. And now that they're not making these things anymore, you know, will iconic games, especially a game like Portal, you know, which is tough to beat or kind of a puzzler, you know, will people want these? You know, I don't know. Maybe, hopefully $1 isn't the most foolish move that J-Bob has ever made, but J-Bob makes so many foolish moves. Why try to keep up with all of them, right? So here's some stuff from Goodwill as well. It's kind of a big Goodwill day. Lupin the Third, Crisis in Tokyo. This looks like about a $20 movie on eBay from what I saw. So consulted a friend who knows this stuff, and he said, yeah, it should sell pretty quickly. It's a known series, so $3, not a bad price. So this one is episodes. It's not a standalone movie. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Looks like it was 10, 11, 12 bucks. Can you believe I didn't have the collector's edition of Street Fighter on DVD? Well, I didn't. And what's even cooler about this one, and I'm not even going to try to take these off, is the original GameStop, or this could be EB Games. Does it even tell you? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember when they sold movies. It's been that long. So yeah, I don't know. Just cool. I love the provenance. I love that it's a collector's edition. I love the widescreen. You know, this is back when movies you had to buy one size screen or the other. And so there you go. Had to pick that up when I saw it. So that is what it is. I really don't know what all is in here. Oh, this was just a cord for an iPod, because you never turn down those. I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, these were just a bunch of like DVD cases, because I would inevitably end up with loose discs, and so I always like to keep refilling my empty cases. A CD from some band I've never heard of. I just picked it up out of a free bin. About that YouTube cutout there. I meant to say The Matrix, which is just gonna go ahead and get over to the local video game store, because that's a classic. Some weird stuff that I took a chance on. I can't get it in the light right, but this weird Texas Instruments calculator here, you know, it's cool, it's old, I haven't looked it up, I don't know if it has any value, but I took a chance on that one. A sealed zip disc. I just kind of like take vintage media, and here's another one, like these old micro cassettes, and you know, you find them here and there, but if you put them all together, Sometimes you can get a lot on eBay and get, you know, a couple bucks out of them, and that's great. Another remote for the remote collection. Speaking of remotes for collections, you know, always use these extra Wiimotes, even if they have fake backs, because maybe you put the right back, and I don't know. You can use it to take it to GameStop and get a couple bucks, although the market even at GameStop has crashed on these lately. But, you know, you find a loose system. Wii's are one of those systems where things are kind of everywhere. I actually think I have this, to be honest, but for 50 cents, I just couldn't resist picking up another Donkey Kong. It can always go in the pile for my daughters. They love playing with this kind of stuff, and so it'll probably go in that tub. I think you've probably seen in the fly-ins before, where I've just started putting all the cool video game toys, and she just comes down to the basement once on the weekend, and she can play with all that kind of stuff. So, final Goodwill pickup here. You can see I paid 50 cents for. And let's see, let's peel this back. Is there a marking on this? I'm not seeing one, but you can just tell by the glaze, and I know the model. This has got to be Fire King. There's no way it's not. And so 50 cents is probably about the price I'd want to pay for one. In my opinion, based on eBay, they're worth between $3 and $8. Probably $5 isn't a bad average. I've had trouble selling them lately, but if you get a whole bunch, and you can just see the colors, they just glow, they pop. And actually, some of these actually were colored great back in the day if they're old enough, because it was actually uranium oxide inside of them, and they're slightly radioactive. But I have a whole pile of these right now, but again, it takes 5, 10, 15 till somebody will want to like pick them all up from you. And so, you know, really, if people give me $2, $3, $5 a piece, that's great, because, you know, again, at 50 cents, you're not in it for much. But if, you know, you can get 10 together at 50 cents, you know, you've paid $5 and you get 20 bucks out of it, you know, you make a good profit. So sometimes the, you know, the, what do they call that? The slow dime is better than the fast nickel. So, there you go, YouTube. Hopefully you're getting the fast dime out of the deal, so you're flipping quick and you're making good money. But don't be afraid to put a little investment in and make a little cash out in the end. So I'm out. This video's long. I appreciate you.